Joining me now is Greg Shaffer. He is the managing partner of the Shaffer Security Group and the writer of the book Stay Safe. Greg, thank you for joining us tonight. And Greg, I'd like to start with Israel. Another terrorist attack in the West Bank this weekend. 2 people killed, including the father of 12 children. Prime Minister Netanyahu insisting that these terrorist attacks are not going to persuade Israel to withdraw from the region, but that instead it's going to lead to increased settlement activity. He says he will refuse to capitulate to terrorism. Is this the right approach, in your opinion, in disincentivizing these type of terror attacks?
I think it is the right approach. You have to look at the history, of course, of Israel, the fact that they are surrounded by, people who want them annihilated from the face of the earth. They have to take a hard line on terrorism. The country would cease to exist if they didn't do that. So it's a little bit different than here in the United States, obviously a lot different than New Zealand, just because of the threat levels that are different between those 3 countries.
All right, as we mentioned, several terrorist attacks to get to. Moving to the attack in the Netherlands, it hasn't been confirmed as a terrorist attack, but the mayor of the city saying that it is looking at terror as a motive. We do have Turkish media reporting that the suspect's relatives believe that he shot at someone close to the family due to family issues. Is there almost a sense of relief if an attack is not linked to jihadist ideology?
Well, I don't think there's a sense of relief because either way, there are 3 people killed, 5 injured, and the last report I saw was 2 seriously injured. So regardless of whether it was terrorism or an honor killing, it's still an active shooter event. And the response that citizens need to take is the same regardless of what the motive is. So I don't think that if this is designated as a honor killing and not terrorism, I don't think it's going to minimize the impact or the fear that it generates in the country.
Does it not perhaps minimize the fear that we can expect other similar attacks of this nature if it was indeed fueled by jihadist ideology, that perhaps this person may or may not have been part of some kind of terrorist cell that's plotting other attacks?
That's a good assumption there, absolutely. I do think that there's a chance that that would alleviate some fears in some people. But from what I understand, there's a large enclave of Moroccan and Turkish individuals just outside of Utrecht, and that's where this individual resided. So, if this individual thought that an honor killing was a viable option, then you could also, stipulate that there are others that live in that enclave who also feel that those honor killings may be a solution for them. And again, there were 8 other people or 7 other people involved in this attack. So if it was a true honor killing, then he would be dishonored in the fact that he had injured or killed innocent bystanders.
Again, still determining the motive there. Let's focus on New Zealand and the attack there. The Prime Minister is now saying that there will be investigating the circumstances. There will be an inquiry looking at what agents knew or didn't know. Very quickly, do you think that this could have been a case of lack of diligence from authorities?
Well, I would hate to speculate that. There's definitely the chance that that could be the case. We've seen that here in several instances. The most recent one was the Parkland shooter in Florida, where that shooter was on the FBI's and the Broward County Sheriff's Department radar for many years. So I don't want to second guess the police officers, but it's one of those things that you see quite often where somebody is on the radar scope, but it comes down to a manpower and money issue. You cannot put 24-hour surveillance 7 days a week on everybody who has presented a threat to a country. You just don't have the manpower and money for that. So you have to pick and choose your targets.
Greg Shaffer, thank you so much.